Yes, guys, welcome back to the Irish Hotspur. And we're going to round up this evening with talking to the fans. And this evening we have Dermot Tron with us from Tottenham till I die. Dermot, what's your thoughts on the game, brother?
I thought it was a good performance. Didn't start off too well, to be fair. A bit dodgy. I don't know what Dyer and Luis were doing for that goal against when Frankfurt scored, but a good response. Big H did it again, and for Sonny, well, that man is back. Anyone that doubted him, you can now get down on your knees, ask for apologies, because there should be a queue around White Hart Lane because Sonny is back, and I'm over the moon. 3-1, absolutely buzzing.
Now, let's touch on Sonny's performance, Dermot. For me, it was good to see him getting them runs in behind again, seeing him sharp on the ball, beating players like we're so used to seeing him when he's at his best. But what for you gives you the indication that we've got our Sonny back tonight?
I think it was the second goal. I thought the first goal was good, but I thought the second goal that was amazing, and I thought that's the Sonny of old. That's the Sonny we love, and that's what's been missing. I think Sonny's been tired. I think with the pre-season and all the attention that was on him from winning the Golden Boot, I think he had the same bit of Harry Kane last year, just tiredness. Now he's shaking that off, and now we're seeing the Sonny we love. And the second goal for me, what a goal! Goal of the game for me. That was the goal of the game.
I think both goals were beautiful. They finished for the first one. Didn't
Mm.
even look up. He just knew where the bottom corner was, put it in there. How many times we see Sonny do that last year? But that second one, you're right, Dermot. Caught it sweet on the laces. It was unstoppable. It was an absolute unbelievable goal. Good build-up play as well
Yeah.
between Richarlison and Højbjerg, and then
Mm.
Zinedine Salzburg put in a brilliant cross for son Aldo to put home the way he did. But Dermot as well. A lot of mixed reactions to tonight's performance. And look, we were hanging on at the end. Is that down to the performance, or is it down to Conte making the substitutions he made and
I,
switching formation as well?
I think it was more with the players he brought on. Sanchez, you're always going to be nervous. I'd send in the super chat to you. Why Sanchez? Why? I mean, you knew he was going to make a mistake, and there you go. He makes a mistake.
Yeah.
I think the back three got nervous. I think then when you burn these subs, I think everyone just got nervous. But for me, that bringing Sanchez on, that sends warning signs out completely. I know Conte's thinking of the weekend, but if you come on, you should be able to do a job. And we were hanging on, and I will criticise Conte for some of the substitutions tonight
But
because
But Dermot, the thing is, many fans were calling for substitutions at
mm,
that time. Get bodies off, rest players. We got
mm,
minutes into Skip's leg. Many people have been calling for Basuma.
mm,
Look, Sanchez came on, but he wasn't really directly at fault for any of the goals. So, I struggled too much to actually blame Conte because I think he done the right thing. But
mm,
where I think it failed is maybe the switching formation because we switched
yeah,
from the 3-4-3 to the 3-5-2. But then he brought on Lucas and Gil Messi,
mm,
and we ended up switching back to the 3-4-3 and took back control of the game. But look, I think you're a bit harsh on Conte there, if I'm being brutally honest. Um, I think he's well within his right to make them
yeah.
substitutions.
He's right to make the substitutions. I agree with you, but I think bringing on Sanchez is just there's going to be a mistake, and him and Emerson going for the same ball. I mean, one of them should shout to the other, "My ball." I mean, if you shout loud enough, you should hear each other. And look, I don't criticize Conte a lot. I really don't. I don't think the man could do no wrong, to be fair. But I think if the formation is working, stick to it. Don't try to change it near the end because it was working. We were controlling the game. We were keeping Frankfurt at arm's length, and I think Conte should have left alone. And I think by tinkering with it, I think it confused people. And but players bringing on, I just think it just sent all the wrong messages. And then he realised, and fair play to him, he realised, and then he switched it back again.
Mm. No, look, I completely understand what you're saying. But many fans have been calling for this three five
Mm,
two, and including myself. I said this earlier.
mm,
Is a formation that you can use to maybe see out a game and consolidate sort of your position in the game in terms
mm,
of not having to sit so deep, but be able to stamp your authority a bit higher up the game, so they're not near your goals, near the dying edges. But it just did not happen for some reason today, and
mm,
I think that's purely down to Basuma, who has been on the wham with since he's got
yeah.
here. and Skip maybe just lacking a bit of game time and you can see because they gained the ascendancy in the game. But Dermot, apart from Sonny, any other standout performances for you tonight?
Højbjerg. Oh God, I love that man. I really do. I'm sorry. Him and Bentancur in the midfield, I love them as a duo. But Højbjerg, he's played 83 games. He's made 83 appearances in 85 games. And he's missed only, 3 or 4? I think 3 games. That man is our general. He's our Graham Roberts. He's our captain in the middle of that midfield. He will grab it by the scruff of the neck and bring teams forward if we need to. I mean, for me, Højbjerg should have been man of the match. He was my man of the match. And I just can't praise him. For me, he was above everyone else. Harry Kane, again, important goals. What can you say about Harry? Lloris.
I think of the penalty miss at the end and the poor pass to Gil Messi at the end,
I thought he was trying to play NFL a bit too early. I think get the footballing done first, Harry. Then you can do your NFL. I thought it was just tiredness at the end for Harry. I think it was just an overcooked cross. It can happen to anybody. Gil Messi, for me, what a little live wire. Oh, I love him too. I think he's a great little player. He's going to be a great player for us in the future. But
with the cameo from Gil Messi today, Dermot, does that prove that when Spurs do sign these younger players or younger proteges, that we have to show patience with them guys?
Yeah, you do. You have to show patience with young players. Mickey Hazard said it, and other older players said you've got to give these players patience, because if you just try to rush them, they're not gonna mature. They're not gonna gain confidence. And football is a confidence business. And I think Conte is a master of building people's confidence up. You will see a much better Gil Messi, and I agree with you, Dave. He is Gil Messi. He could be, I think, our little Modric, or even as the god, the Glenn Hoddle. If Conte keeps him on the right path and he does everything he's told, that lad has got such a bright future ahead of him. But for me, Højbjerg tonight, what a general, what a star.
No, 100%. He was. He's got a bright future, but I do think when you look at Gil Messi, you've got to show patience to these young lads. And I would also urge the same with Jed Spence. Just trust Conte on what he's doing, and when they get the chances, hopefully you see more of what we've seen from Gil Messi this evening. Couldn't agree more with you. And just on the Salzburg, that's 2 goals, 3 assists for him so far this season, and in Europe's top leagues, top 5 leagues, bar Pedri from Barcelona, he's got the most passes to the assists. So you would say the most pre-assists all around Europe. So it shows how much he's elevated his game to a new level.
Yeah.
I do want to quickly touch on the referee, Dermot. I mean, what was your thoughts on the referee today? Like Hasebi, that 38-year-old Japanese, he should have been sent off. He completely forgot he booked that other idiot 2-2. A couple of minutes before that, I was screaming. I was like, he's only after being booked. Why is he not giving him a red card? Yeah. And then even some of the decisions, like he had to be begged to give the Harry Kane decision. He refused to give the Sonny one just before that. What's your thoughts on the referee tonight? But in general, the refereeing in football in general.
The refereeing in general, I've said it like Philip, the standard has gone so down this season. The referee tonight, I was scratching my head. I mean, they should have put the line lady in charge. I think she would have done a better job than the referee. And fair play to her. I thought she did a fantastic job down the line, by the way. Give her credit. But the referee, he didn't have a clue what he was doing. He had to think about the sending off. 2 fouls on Sonny he should have given. He had to think about the penalty. It was a clear-cut penalty. There should have been no going to the monitor. Straight to the spot. That's it. And refereeing standard is so poor this year, but we never get decisions. And that's been the story of our season, Dave. We haven't got the decisions. And look, we just got to keep plugging away. But the refereeing, they need to look at it. And apparently there's a new man coming in to the referee management. So hopefully now he'll change things, and hopefully it should improve. But look, buzzing tonight. So I just can't wait for next week.
Well, Dermot, it better improve. There's no point in pumping all the money into VAR, goal line technology, etc., to try and improve the game and the standard of viewing. And then you have numpties like that running around the middle with haircuts waving to mommy, look at me, I'm on TV. It's ridiculous. But Dermot, we're now top of the group as
Yep.
we end off this fan cam this evening. Do you now back us to get out of this group?
Yeah, look, we get a win next week against Bolton, go to Marseille looking for a point. I mean, that's if we can do that, that's brilliant. And if Marseille then can win next week as well, then both teams will take it easy in the last game and just say, look, we'll play up for a draw, and then we'll top the group. That's what we want. But next week is vital. We have to beat Bolton tonight. We have to do tonight, next week, and the fans have to do the same thing, because I thought the fans tonight were fantastic. They were the 12th man, and fair play to Tottenham for what they did for the start of the game, for Gino and John Duncan as well. I tip my hat off to them. But look, we can qualify, we will qualify, and we will finish top of the group.
Yeah, I could not agree more. Great tributes to Ventroni and Duncan today. Absolutely brilliant. And Dermot, maybe just to end off, brother, any final words to Spurs fans before we finish this fan cam until the next game?
Look, we've gone through the dark times. We've been in that dark tunnel, and I told you, and you've said it, me, Philip Brady said it to you, we're coming out of this tunnel. We're now out of this tunnel. We're on the road to glory. The good times are coming. Conte's taking us to the promised land. This season, we could win the Champions League. And I'm going down to the bookies tomorrow, sticking a couple of quid on. We're going to win the Champions League this year and a cup, finish third. The good days are back. Glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur. And the Spurs go marching on.
Absolutely love that. Well, guys, thank you very much for tuning in on the coverage all day today. The pre-match show, which is the Match Day Live, for the watch along as well, and tuning into these fan cams. It's a good evening for Tottenham Hotspur. Go to bed happy, and we will see you all back here tomorrow. And we've got Daigle and Philip Brady joining myself and Jack for a debate show, and that'll be starting at 9 p.m. So we'll see you all then. Come on, you Spurs. In Conte we trust.